Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with Caleb, my husband.
Hello. Hello.
So since Halloween is around the corner, we weren't really planning on dressing up or anything or like buying costumes, but I had an idea. We've been watching a lot of Adventure Time every single night. And I was looking at their outfits and I figured that it would be pretty easy to try to replicate their outfits. So I told Kayla, I was like, why don't we try to thrift our costumes, right? And DIY a little bit and stuff. And so yeah, so we headed to the thrift store. We headed, was it to Goodwill? Or Savers, right?
Savers.
Yeah, so we went to Savers because it's really big. And
well, because they had a lot of Halloween costumes. That's
true, because we thought maybe we could find certain things like Finn's hat, because we're like, that's very specific. They did not have actually any like actual costumes that we could use, but we decided to look at the regular clothes and stuff. So I'm gonna insert the clips now so you guys can see what we were able to find. We started our hunt. I saw this and got very excited, but then I turned it around. Just wear it backwards. I mean, I was really surprised. I was like, I can't believe it. But yeah, nothing else that we could even turn into that. So time to find the shirt. Where's the guys section? You guys are not gonna believe this, but we actually found one of Finn's swords.
It's the original.
Like, what are the chances there are no other swords here? That's so weird.
I mean, how many other, I guess actually there's probably a lot of toy swords out there.
Yeah, so the fact that it's his, that's crazy. Okay, starting off pretty lucky, babe.
Oh, there is one.
Oh.
It's I don't know.
It's a Lego one.
Lego Ninjago or something. A hand grabber.
That's not part of the costume. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
We're definitely not gonna find my tiara. I'm gonna have to make that. But if I could find a little blue gem to use, that would be great. I think that's all we need from toys, right?
I think so.
Unless they just happen to have things from like actual like Finn costume, like the backpack or something, which I doubt. So Caleb's set. I'm not gonna show you guys yet. You'll have to wait. But it's time to find hopefully a pink maxi dress.
Well, I'm set for now. Let's make the backpack in the head.
Well, yeah, you're set here. So yeah, so I showed you guys a few things, and I believe actually in those clips, this is the shirt that we picked up for Caleb. But it's actually a V-neck, so it's not exact, but we're like, as long as it's like the right color, it should be fine. Turns out it was a little tight, right? Yeah. So when we went back, we actually wanted to go back for the hat. If you guys saw the little like polar bear hat, I just thought it looked so perfect from like the back that I was like, we could definitely do something with that. So we went back for that. Did not find it, right?
No. And
we're like, oh no, what are we gonna do? But we actually did find a better shirt. So as you can see, very similar. I think it's the same color, but this one is like the regular little neck.
Crew neck?
Yeah. And this is a bigger size, so.
You made it sound like we didn't find the hat.
Well, that was a surprise. Caleb ended up finding the hat I think they moved it to the costume section,
they
right?
moved it to like I think it was the costume section.
Yeah, because before it was just
boys.
in the hat section, but they moved it over to the costume section, so we have the hat. Like I said, it is a polar bear on this side. So I'm gonna attempt, I don't know, to like pull off the eyes. I'm pretty sure it's just glued, I'm not sure. And maybe, I don't know. I don't really know what the plan is yet, but it's just too perfect from this side. Like, isn't that perfect? Put it on.
And it like loops.
Yeah, like, I just feel like we couldn't pass it up. Like, look at that. Is that not a Finn hat? Oh yeah, like you can put it in through there so that it stays. It was too perfect not to get, so I'll figure something out. Even if we just do it like this for like some fun pictures and stuff, because we don't really have a place to go.
No.
This is just for fun. So yeah, I think that was a really good find. And of course, this was like such an amazing find. As you guys saw, I could not believe we found the Finn sword. Like, that was just too lucky. We were just looking for a sword and we were gonna paint it. And then he pulled this one out and then we looked at it and we're like, it's the Finn sword. Well, one of his many swords, but
his first sword.
But I'm pretty sure this is the one that comes whenever you look up like a Finn costume. You know, this one. That's probably why it's there. But this was like an amazing find. I still can't believe it. So we have this shirt, have this hat, and we were able to find these shorts. I actually want to say the prices so you guys can see how cheap this is all actually being. Like, I think the hat is the most expensive thing, right?
Yeah, $4.
Yeah, $3.99. This is $2.50 or $2.49 for the shirt. This one was $1.50, so this one's a little more, but it's fine. And we'll just donate this one back. And then we got these shorts, also like the perfect color. And these are $3.50. So yeah, oh yeah, your sword is $2.99. So we'll add it all up at the end. But let's move on to my outfit. So mine was a little tricky, right?
Yeah.
We looked a lot. My goal was just to find something that was like hot pink, I guess, and long. Like, to me, that was the most important part. Obviously, if I could find something with like a similar shape, that would be perfect, but that's just not a very popular style. So this is what I ended up finding. The top is definitely not like Princess Bubblegum's. Wait, did I even say that I was dressing up as
I don't think so.
I never said the character, so Finn, Princess Bubblegum.
Glad we got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like halfway through the video. But yeah, so this one obviously is like, I think hers are like puffy here, right? Like short sleeve, and then here has like a little like a little princess collar. Or I think it's called a Peter Pan collar. I don't know. I don't know the technical terms, but the color is perfect and it's a maxi dress. So I thought that was more important. I even thought about like adding something to this or putting a shirt under, but I just thought that was gonna look really weird. So
yeah, we couldn't find anything.
Yeah, and like Princess Bubblegum changes up her outfits like pretty often actually, and it's just always pink. So I figured that this could still look like something she'd wear, but maybe like in the summer, you know? It's Princess Bubblegum in LA. You know, so this was really nice. It fit perfectly, and this was... So the original price is $4.50, but I guess it was the color of the day, because it actually came out to $2.25. So that was really good. Like a dress for $2.25. That's amazing. But of course, I couldn't... Oh, hi, Oliver.
I'm sniffing the back of my head.
I couldn't be... We should get him a little Jake costume. But I could not be Princess Bubblegum without the pink hair. And I could go the, like, cheaper and easier route of just, like, buying, like, pink, that spray thing. But my hair is not very long right now. And also, I just really wanted a wig. So I did order a wig on Amazon. So this was not thrifted or anything. It was 15 bucks, I think, right?
I think so.
So it was not bad. I didn't get, like, a super fancy wig. But it's perfect because it's super long. You guys will see it when I put it on with my outfit. But the color is really cool. The front is a little bit weird, but I'll figure it out.
I mean, the thrift store we went to had wigs, but just not like the right one, I guess.
Yeah, this one is like the right color and the right length. It's like super long.
None of them were like pink, I don't even think. Like a lot of them, they were like poofy or like specific people, but not
that's what I was going to say. I think it was for specific characters, and I guess there were no characters that have pink hair and very, very long pink hair.
You can probably find it somewhere.
Yeah, I was torn between this one and another one that had like bangs, because I feel like she kind of has bangs, but the other one wasn't as long, so I feel like this would just be more like obvious that it's her, you know?
Yeah.
And then I am gonna have to DIY my tiara. I actually let me get the materials 1 second. So I'm back with my materials, but we actually did film, I just remembered, a little clip, right, of us at Michael's looking for the supplies.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'll play that now. We're now at Michael's for some supplies. We could show them this. It's a whole jar, which is so unnecessary, but I need a little blue gem for my tiara. Now I need to find something to make the crown. Let's go. We stopped here for this stuff.
Yeah, we found some decorating supplies. Did you show them the cupcakes?
No, because that'll be for a different video.
Spoilers.
Actually, it'll probably come out first. I don't know. I found the foam paper for my tiara.
And Velcro.
Velcro to hold it in place. So, I got the yellow, like, foam paper. It's not enough to go around my head completely, I don't think. But I'll definitely have leftovers so I can, like, attach it. And then I got some Velcro so that I could attach it in the back. having ice cream, hoping that the little stick inside would be long enough to put it like behind so that it would like keep up that like pointy part. But this one isn't very long, so I might have to find something else. And of course, my little blue gem to go on top. So I'm actually really excited to make that. I guess that's going to be the only DIY project because we no longer have to DIY a sword. Yeah. You got so lucky. Like, oh wait, I guess we kind of have to do something about the hat. I'm gonna try, but if not, we'll just pretend that face isn't there. And then the last little part of our costume, we didn't thrift this, we already had it, but it's just so perfect. We have a tiny Jake, so you can hold that. Oh, Oliver's meowing. So yeah, now I just have to create my tiara. Okay, so you'll need 1 yellow foam sheet, a pencil, scissors, a ruler, glue. I chose to use E6000, but hot glue works just as well. A blue gem, some kind of stick to keep the tiara up. I actually ended up switching this one out, so you guys will see that later. And some Velcro. I started off by finding the middle of the sheet and marking it there. I also traced a line across the bottom using the width of the ruler. I then went ahead and measured 7.5 inches from the middle and drew a line. I then placed my gem right at the top of the line and I started to draw a circle around it. You want to allow a border of yellow to be around the gem, but I just freehanded this. It's pretty easy. Once you get to the bottom, just make sure that you draw 2 straight lines going down. I used the ruler to make it easier, and then I just freehanded the curve. So once you're done, you should have something that looks kind of like this, and then you can just go ahead and cut it out. Be very gentle because the foam paper is very delicate and marks easily. And if the circle isn't perfect at the top, you can go and adjust that. Just make sure it doesn't get too small because you need a border around the gem. I then cut out another strip of the foam paper the same width as the bottom part of my tiara so that I could attach it, and that way it would actually fit around my head. I used some glue to attach it to one side. I actually put some coasters on top of it to just help press it down while it was drying. Then measure it around your head, see which length you need, and then go ahead and cut it. Now, I made a mistake here where I measured it without my wig, and the wig definitely made my head a little bigger, so I had to go and add an extra piece later on. So to avoid that, if you're going to wear a wig, just go ahead and measure it wearing that. So next up, you're going to cut your 2 pieces of Velcro and glue them to each side. Once you have the Velcro, you can go ahead and close it up to see how it looks, but of course we're not done. We have to add our gem. So I just used some more of that E6000 glue and placed it right at the top. Now, to keep this up, we're going to need something to make it a little more sturdy. So I actually ended up finding this little wooden dowel at Michael's. It was super cheap, and I just cut it to the right length and then used a bunch of glue. I was pretty generous with the glue and just stuck it down. I used this planner to just make it level while it dried. You can scrape off any excess later, which is what I did on the sides. And then the next part is to cut a little piece of the foam paper according to the shape at the bottom, and then just use some glue to glue that down. And this is just going to help make it a little bit more comfortable so you don't have the wooden dowel just, right on your forehead. So I placed down some coasters again to keep it down while it was drying, and then I set that aside so I could work on the hat. So the first step is to actually remove the eyes. This was actually super easy using a pair of scissors. And then I used a seam ripper to go ahead and remove the nose. Once that was out, I actually had a hole where I was able to pull out all of the stuffing. And then at this point, I realized that the best thing to do was to kind of get it as flat as possible. So I cut off some of the excess fabric and then glued the rest down. All right, I just grabbed Caleb if he looks different. It's because he worked out and showered while I was DIYing. Oh no, my battery's running low. Anyway, I finished my tiara and I want to show it to you. I haven't fully put it on yet. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Hopefully this actually works. There's the Velcro right there. Ta-da! It's so long you can't even see it. That actually works super well. Yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of that. Now, do you want to see what I did with your hat?
Yeah.
So it's not perfect, but look.
What? How'd you do that?
So I took off the eyes, I took off the nose, I took out the stuffing, and then I cut a bit of the fabric and just laid it down, glued it. I still think you should use this part to the back.
Yeah.
But at least now you don't see a face, Like, look. Put it on.
What? Again?
We're gonna put on the full costumes and everything. I have the wig and all, and we're gonna do a little photo shoot. So it's the next day. I just did my. Are you laughing at my makeup?
No.
It's very pink. Did some pink eyeshadow, pink lip. I didn't think I was actually gonna have a pink lipstick. Then I remembered I have like a bunch of colorful colors from LA Girl, and this one is in the color Tulle, which I think works perfectly. Obviously, Princess Bubblegum's face, it's just like 2 dots for eyes, I think, right? A little smile, like a little black line. So she doesn't really wear makeup, but I think this is what she'd wear if, you know, she was a real person. So I'm actually gonna attempt to put on my wig now. So that should be interesting. And then we're gonna head off to like a park or something. So that's where you guys will see our full looks.
There's one right down the street.
A park?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really enjoyed doing this. I actually wanted to read to you guys, like I added up the cost, and this was definitely a lot cheaper than buying the costumes, right? So for my outfit, the Princess Bubblegum outfit, the dress was $2.25. The foam sheet that I used to make this was 79 cents. The Velcro was $2.39. The little wooden dowel to make sure this stays up was 49 cents. The gem was $2. By the way, a lot of this stuff is from Michael's, and we did use like coupons. They always have coupons, so definitely look it up. And yeah, and the total was $7.92. But if you want to include the wig, which I think is a big part of it, of course, like I said, you could always spray paint your hair. Spray paint? Is that what it's called? Whatever, you spray the pink thing in your hair. But my wig was $15, so that brings this look to a total of $22.92. That's pretty amazing for like a whole look. And then for the Finn costume, so the shorts were $3.50, the shirt was $2.50, the hat was $3.99. Actually, a lot of these are like something $49. I'm just rounding it up, but the store was $2.99. So the total was actually $12.96. We didn't include shoes because he already had black sneakers, but these are actually from Walmart and they're only like $7, right?
Yeah.
So the total, if you decide to even get the sneakers, would be $19.96, so still under $20, which I think is crazy because we looked into like parts of this costume and like just the hat, I think is like 15 or 20, right?
Yeah.
And then plus shipping and stuff. Then, oh, we didn't do the backpack, by the way. I guess I should mention that because the only way we could do that is if I actually had a sewing machine, which I don't, and to buy it, it was like also like $20 plus shipping and everything. So we just didn't think it was worth it. And you can still tell it's Finn, obviously, because he had some little fans walking by and yelling Finn while we were doing our lip clips. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was so much fun. I'd love to do this again. Next year we'll have to come up with something else. So if you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, from Princess Bubblegum and Finn the Human. Bye.
Bye. And Jake.
Oh yeah, we can't forget Jake. He's here too.
We already had Jake. Making pancakes, that's what we're gonna make.
Bacon pancakes.